Hey everybody, it's Erin Reed and welcome to the Erin Makes show. Today I have an amazing guest, Kim with Tre Jolie Kits. She has a kit club and we're going to learn all about it. Plus, we're going to do a little bit of crafting and there's a giveaway. So, welcome to the show. So Kim is the owner and CEO of Tre Jolie Kits, and welcome. Hi.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm looking at the clock. I have to remember. And good morning to those of you that it's still morning.
Or evening, because we do broadcast worldwide, wherever
That's
you're
right.
at.
That's right.
So what is Tre Jolie Kits? Could you tell me a little bit about what your company is all about?
Sure.
And how you got started and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, we're a monthly kit club. We have 3 kits, plus we also have our own chipboard. So we put together kits, papers, embellishments, mixed media, all of that. We have a scrapbook kit. We have a cards, tags, and more kit, and we have a mixed media kit that always includes a project. Well, our scrapbook kit is pretty much straightforward. It's your scrapbook kit, your embellishments. So you open it up and you can get to work. Our cards, tags, and more kit, I like to say, is for our crafters that like smaller projects. That kit's a little more flexible. Some months you may have stuff for cards. Some months you may have stuff for tags. Some months you may have a mixed media, not a mixed media, I'm sorry, a mini album in that kit. So it's pretty versatile. And then our mixed media kit, it has mediums in it, of course, for mixed media, but it also comes with a project so that it's a standalone kit. You don't need anything else with it. You open it up and you can use it right out of the box. You can use your mediums on your project. So
now there's a little bit of a story between Kim and I about, and she reminded me of this yesterday. We were doing the pre-show. She's like, Erin, do you remember? Like we've never actually physically met in person. At least I don't think we have.
No.
Okay. I'm like, if I did, I'm like really being bad here. But we've known each other online for a while, and I did not put 2 and 2 together until she said, "I'm that Kim." I'm like, oh. So how many years has it been? 10 years?
I think it's been longer than that.
Longer than that. So she and I were part of, and do you mind me telling the story? Is that okay?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Okay. So she and I were part of a kit club long time ago, scrapbooking kit club called Swirly Doos, which is no longer in function. She's closed down the store and the kit club. But, you know, I was a member and I got my monthly kits. And it was really kind of before I started doing all of this crafty business and, you know, getting a little bit more brave about doing my art and kind of pushing the boundaries of what I would consider to be a scrapbook layout and getting into the mixed media for the first time because I got some of those fun kits and, you know, kind of really flexing and taking pictures and getting brave and putting them online. So I will say that the Swirly Doos kit was kind of like my leap into what I am. Sorry about that. That's my phone. My leap into what I was doing. And you were part of that same kit. And you did a lot of stuff with the owner, Chrissy, as well. You went to some of the CHA shows before I even knew what CHA was. And I was like oogling and ogling over what the show was about. But you joined her and you went to some of the shows and classes and things. So did that kind of help start this adventure for you?
Well, like you said, it was your leap into your business. And it was kind of, it was my leap into mine too. Like you said, the kits from there were different than what everybody was typically doing. They were more vintage, shabby chic kind of thing. And that appealed to me. And so once they closed down, I wasn't able to find a kit like that. And I was still working at the time. So I was using, of course, our oversized stash that we all have. So I was using my stash. Right. I was using my stash. And then once I retired, I was like, you know, if I'm missing those type of kits, I'm sure someone else is too. And so that was my leap into the kit club world. I wanted to bring kits that brought back that kind of same style, the vintage, the shabby chic, the romantic, a little grungy sometimes. So that's basically what our scrapbook kits are like. And then, like I said, we incorporated the mixed media. We just didn't want to throw that into the kit because some people like to do projects with mixed media and some people just like to scrapbook. So that came the mixed media kit. And then with the card kit, I did a lot of searching and I really couldn't find anything that focused on cards or smaller projects. Now, I'm not the best card maker. I'm getting better from having to use the kits.
I'm
But
still just impressed that like you were showing me all these pictures of the projects from each of the monthly kits. You're still creating every. I don't know how you have time for all that because she's creating almost, I think, pretty much monthly with all of the
yes,
kits and putting out projects and ideas and examples and creating the kits. And it like
and
there's
doing
not enough hours in
videos.
my day.
Yeah,
You're like Wonder Woman.
I video our kit reveals. So the first of the month, if you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, you get a view of the kits other than just pictures. I go through every single kit. And then with our mixed media kit, I try and do a video with that every month too, because sometimes the mediums are new to people, or sometimes people are just getting their foot in the door with mediums and they want to know how to use them. So I do a video with that. And then my designers, I have one that works with our card kit. She loves doing small projects, so she does videos. And then we both try to do a video that uses just the products in the kit and maybe, you know, our adhesive or something small from our stash, because we don't want people to feel like they have to have a large stash to use our kits.
Well, don't you feel like over time, as you're getting a few of these kits, you're kind of increasing your stash too? And I've got a couple of samples of things up here. So over here, this is an idea of one of the mixed media. I did this project that's using very similar products. But for instance, you're getting 3 bottles of alcohol inks. There's no way you're going to use it all up on just that project. So you're going to have plenty left over for future use. So it's a way to kind of bulk stuff up a little bit in your stash.
Yes, definitely for our mixed media kit. That's the whole purpose of it, and trying to get in new mediums. I see Jen said she never uses kits because she feels lost without them.
Yeah.
Well, Jen, never feel lost. Our kits don't come with directions. I know some people sell kits where you can create the exact layout that they did, but we want you to use your own creativity. This is to help push your own creativity. But on our blog, our designers are posting all the time with projects they made. And like I said, we have videos that you can follow. And even on the blog, if there's not a video, a lot of times they'll do a step-by-step and, you know, walk you through what they did or give you some ideas on how to use the projects. So never feel lost with kits. It's a good way.
It's a great way to get like your creativity juices going. Because if you put the supplies in front of you and go, this is what I have to work with, it kind of hones in about, you don't have to go, where in my scrap room am I going to grab, or where in my craft room am I going to grab all the supplies? It's like, work with what you have in front of you, and maybe start with a sketch or a design, or focus on one piece and then get everything kind of going from there. So
and the other thing too, yeah, I like it too. And then we do a monthly mood board, and sometimes that does include a sketch. It's our challenge of the month, and if you join that, you've got a chance to win a gift card to the store. So we do that monthly. And the mood board, I actually think is a lot of fun because it's just a bunch of pictures, and it's like, what mood do you get from this? And then how do you put that mood that you get into your project?
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's color coordinated with the kit as well too. So you don't have to go figuring out, okay, what colors do I want, or things like that. So we have a really nice fall one coming up for November, because our November kit reveals Monday. And that's when all of our new challenges go live as well too. So
and we're going to show you guys her website in a little bit, and we're going to show you where to sign up for her newsletter, that you can get all like the sneak peeks on stuff before it gets released. And you're like, oh, what is it? Well, it'll come right to your inbox. So you guys can see all that stuff, but we'll show you that in a little bit. So I want to show another example of this kit, which was this beautiful butterfly, because you get this gorgeous ceramic butterfly. I mean, it's this, look, it's this, you can't really see it in here. You can kind of see it in there. Look at that. So I made one, you guys can kind of see it in the background, but some of her design team, and again, we talked about how they have like pictures and there's a gallery so you can get some ideas. And so this is one using, let me find the picture. Gotta hunt it down. Where'd it go? Yeah. I had it. Seriously, it was right there. It is. There it is. So look how gorgeous this is. And that's using the products that come in the kit. And it is super, super cute. And that's a great way that you're focusing on one item and you're doing the mixed media project from there, and all the stuff is included, except for maybe some glue. But
Right.
but even with the texture paste, the matte paste, that can act as your glue if you wanted to. And you get this giant bottle in there, which is really fun, among some other things. It's cool.
Yeah.
But so that's the mixed media kit. But then this over here, if you guys can see all this stuff, and I didn't even put up all the papers. This is the scrapbook kit, and it's loaded. So there's papers, there's three sets of flowers, 2 sets of chipboards, and then this really, really cool, sorry, as I dropped my thing. Look at this really cool Venetian shutter on here. Isn't that awesome? I think that's so pretty. So lots of ways that you can maneuver around with the kit. So what can you tell us about our scrapbook kits? I mean, do you have to use just scrapbooks and make scrapbook layouts? Or, I mean, you can really kind of go your own direction with them, right?
Right, exactly. I think last month, one of our designers, she made quite a few off the page projects using the scrapbook kit. And all our projects for the month are in the designer gallery. So if you go to the website and you click on the designer gallery, every project that has been made with the kit from the designers are in that gallery. So you can get an idea.
Talking about it.
Sure.
So all the way up at the front, here we go. So we have designer gallery right here.
Yes.
So here's the Tre Jolie Kit Club website. Links are all down below, so you guys can check out the website. So here is the designer gallery. Look how pretty. This one?
Yeah, that was done with the scrapbook kit, but it's an off the page project.
It's very cool. So and that's from one of your designers. Is that Ray? Yes. Oh, beautiful. Good job, Ray. I love it.
Yeah, she's not joining the live. She's in a meeting this morning. And then
well, she can join the app. She can watch it on the replay. There you go.
Yeah. That's one of our cards, tags, and more kit. And she made a little small flip album with it.
So here's an up close of that flip album, just so you guys see a little bit closer. Same one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, same one.
So gorgeous.
Yeah.
And what else we got? So you guys can go through and you guys can scroll through this. There are a ton of beautiful projects. So I got to get my mouse in the right spot so we can go back to there. So there's a ton of projects that you guys can go see. They're on the mood board. The designer does them. And so that's the scrapbook kit. And then over here, this is one of the card kits that you can see right here. And it's got multiple papers, and you got 2 sets of 6x6 sheets. You got some more little flowers. So you could do completely flat cards, tags, ATCs. Like this is a Christmas one. But you can tell, like, I'm going to make, that's the kit I'm using to make my projects right now, or for what we're going to do crafting in a little bit. But you could make 2 froms, little tags that you could put on your presents. I mean, sky's the limit of what you guys can do. So lots of fun.
Yeah, it is. The project that I'm going to do is actually a mashup of a few kits. I'm going to be using some of the papers from a past card kit. I'm going to be using some of the mediums from some of the past mixed media kits. So I've got a little mashup too of all of the kits. I probably got flowers from one of the scrapbook kits. So yeah,
there's always bits left over. That's true. And you can always kind of mesh them together to make another new project, because there's always bits left over, which is great. So.
Yeah, there's always bits left over. And I always have bits, because by the time I've got 1 or 2 projects done, it's time for me to move on to the next kit so I can have stuff done ready for reveal, because we like to have, sneak peeks up. We've had sneak peeks up this week of projects for the November kit. And like I said, that's going to go live Monday. And
very cool. I can't wait to see. I think do you have a few, well, we're going to save some of the sneak peeks at the very end. We got a couple of things that she's got up her sleeve of some new products that she's got going on. But I want to let everybody know that there is a coupon code for 20% off your entire order. The coupon is TJK, so Tre Jolie Kit 20 for 20% off. It's valid through the end of the month, and if you order over $75, it is also free shipping. So that is pretty cool. Plus, we are doing a giveaway. We're going to do a giveaway live, so stay tuned at the end of the show so you have a chance to see if you are the winner. And then also we are going to do a winner that we're going to pick on the replay. So we are streaming live on Erin Reed Makes YouTube, Erin Reed Makes Facebook, Tre Jolie Facebook, and also Tre Jolie YouTube. All the links for everybody, for me and for Tre Jolie, are down below. So if you want to leave a comment on every site, we're going to be picking a winner, and it's going to be announced next Friday on the 5th. And so leave a comment on each one, because you have an increased chance of winning if you leave a comment on each one. And there's a question. So we have a question for you. And the question is, what would be the favorite item in a kit? So if you got a kit, what would you just go ooh over? And I think it depends. My answer would depend on what kit I got. So
Right.
for a card making kit, I think having a really cool embossing folder that I haven't seen before. And you actually nailed that with one of them, because I think this one is so pretty. Look at this one. Look at that really pretty embossing
I
folder.
loved that one.
It's
I
gorgeous.
really did. We've got one from this month's kit. Let's see, that I really, really love too. I don't know if you can see this. Oh, there's glare.
That
Hold
way.
on.
Here, let me put you on full screen so you really can see it. There we go.
There you go. Look at this one.
Oh, pretty.
And this was a card kit, as this was our card kit as well too. And this full butterfly I thought was really nice for a background for a card. So yeah, for card kits, I've been trying to incorporate more things like stamps and embossing folders and smaller dies that you can use on cards. So, and then the other thing too, with our scrapbook kit, our papers, we use a lot of international papers. There's some really, really pretty companies out there that manufacture, scrapbook paper. So if you go back and look at our kits, you'll see a lot of international papers that are in our kits. And
well, you've got
absolutely
AB
beautiful.
Studio right here. She's out of Poland,
Yes.
right? Yeah,
yes,
so
she
a prime
is.
example. I got to show you this. I didn't put this one up, but look how cool this one is. Look how fun that one is. And then you got the back side. And that's just one of
Yes.
what, like 8 papers in that kit? I mean, that's awesome.
Yes. Yeah, there's always anywhere from 6 to 8, sometimes 10 sheets of paper in our scrapbook kit.
That is a lot. So, and I love layers. So I like to tear them up and layer them and have all kinds of fun with all my different scrapbook kits. So don't forget to leave a comment about what is your favorite kit, or what is your favorite item. If you ever got a kit and you're just like, ooh, that's my favorite part. Now, in terms of scrapbook kits, I hands down flowers. I'm a flower girl. And I went bananas, absolutely bananas, when I saw this one, because I just think these are so pretty. I love the florals because you can shape them to go like up the side of a page. You can turn them so they're circles. There's so many fun ways you can use all these cool vines.
And I like to cut them too. You can cut those too, and you get more bang for your buck. I like to say, out of your floral vines like that. I love flowers. I would say flowers and chipboard and scrapbook kit are the bee's knees for me.
Now, my other favorite thing, because I think it's so versatile and I can change it in so many ways, is chipboard. I love chipboard, and I am super excited that you have launched your own chipboard. So I'm going to open up to a big screen so you guys can really see. So this right here, oops, this side, this side, these pieces right here, and I'm going to hold up a few, and we got a few that we're going to put on screen. These are all chipboard by Tre Jolie. She actually manufactures them herself. So do you want to tell us a little bit about your new chipboard venture? I'd love to hear.
Sure. The beginning of this year, so we're not even a year into it yet. We launched our own line of chipboards. We are constantly adding to it. Our selection isn't huge right now, but we are constantly adding designs to the chipboard. It's all laser cut. It's all cut here. So made in the US, actually made in my basement. The reason behind it is when I was putting kits together, I was always trying to search for that perfect piece of chipboard to go along with the kit, to convey the mood of the kit. And so sometimes I had to, I don't want to say settle, but I had to get something that what I really didn't envision for the kit. And I was like, how can we fix this? You can make your own. So we're making our own, and that's how I come up with the designs as well too. I try to see what papers I have, what other embellishments I have, and what piece of chipboard would be the perfect piece for that kit. So they are cut when I put them together. And then as I was experimenting with my chipboard, I was able to find colors too. So we do have like the natural brown chipboard, and then we do have some pieces that are in black and some pieces that are cut in white as well.
I'm just loving the keys. I'm going to be playing around with the keys today because I just think they're the coolest. But I do, and I pulled these ones out specifically because it's black already. So I love that. I don't have to prime it. I don't have to take it to that next step, because sometimes I want to add like these darker colors on top, and it really pops well with, it saves me a step, which I'm not going to lie. I love saving steps here. And then this one I think is absolutely gorgeous. And it comes, she gave you the center that goes in with it too. So you get the inside piece. And to me, that's like a whole nother, that's a 2-for-1 deal in there. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah, anything for the most part, most of our stuff that has an inside piece, like especially our frames, because some of our frames have like a really different shape on the inside. I try and give you that inside piece, that 2-for-1, as you say. I like chipboard that I can get more out of. Again, like I said, I like to cut things up. So I'll cut flowers. If I have a chipboard, especially a swirl or something that I can cut in pieces and use in more than one place, I think it gives you, like I said, a little more bang for your buck. That way you feel like, okay, I don't have just one piece.
Mm-hmm. I'm just showing some examples of some other pieces that are on here. Look how cool they are. Like there's one of the swirly ones on the left or the right. Sorry, on the right. It is so pretty. And then like these wreath ones. Look at that. It's got a little pumpkin in the bottom. I mean,
these are all
I've
brand
not
new.
seen that. Those are so pretty. I love these.
Those are brand new. They're in store now, but these are some of our seasonal pieces that were just added. And we'll be adding some, I'm going to start to add some holiday pieces too, some Christmas pieces that have just been cut. So we've got a few that I'll be adding, and hopefully I'll be able to add some more before the holidays.
Can you give us a little sneaky peeky or give us a little idea of what one of your Christmas pieces might be?
For the chipboard, I know we have a Santa.
Ooh.
I'm trying to think, what else did I cut? I think we have like a, it's not your typical Christmas tree. It's one of the ones that look like you get in the forest. Wait, do I have them right here? Give me a second. I might be able to give you a sneaky peek if I have them.
I love sneaky peeks. They're the best.
Or actually, here's one. This one is actually, and you get 4 pieces in this one. This one is actually one of my favorites, and it's going to be in our November kit. So I'm just going to give you, I'm going to pull this out for a sneaky peek of what's in the November kit.
Shh, don't tell anybody. And does it layer, or those are the two?
It layers.
It layers.
And you get 2 different sizes. So you get both of these in the pack. So this is the smaller one. Oh, that's the smaller one. And then this one's a little bit bigger.
I'm totally looking at my camera because I'm ogling at because my screen's right below here. I'm totally ogling the piece right now. Oh, I'm a sucker for chipboard.
So you can layer it.
So much fun.
So yeah, that's
like an ornament too, because it's got like a little hook at the top.
Exactly.
Ooh, the brain's going.
Yeah. So, and then this one is actually going to be in our November scrapbook kit, but will be available in the store as well.
So are these, that would lead to the next question. These are not just exclusive to what you're putting in the kit. If you found a chipboard piece that you absolutely love, you can go on the site and just order just the chipboard itself as well, correct?
Yes, you can. All right, here we go.
Oh, look at the little candy cane with the, oh, that's adorable. Oh, somebody asked a question. Do you have any squirrels?
I don't have any squirrels, but that's something I can look into.
That's cute. I love that.
Yeah.
Here's another one. People are asking questions about designs. What do you have? Do you have any Christmas bells?
We have Christmas ornaments. I think bells are on the list, so they probably won't go in on the 1st, but they will go in before December 1st.
There you go.
Hi, Alicia.
And do us a favor, if you have a suggestion, like this is not really the question for the giveaway, but if you like squirrels, bells, throw it out there. What other ideas do you have? I mean, you've got the designer right here in front, and if you're interested in something, like send her a message, leave a comment here of a design that you're like, I wish I could find it. So
leave a comment here. You can email me. My email is kim@trejoliekits.com. You can email me if you're interested in anything. And the other thing that we do is, all right, I'm giving you another little sneaky peek. This is going to be part of our December mixed media kit. And it's not put together yet, but what you can do is this is going to be a sled. And it gets
full screen here.
It's a sled. I'm not going to show it all to you, but it gets put together and we've got mediums to decorate it. This would be a cute little piece to have sitting out with your Christmas decorations.
So if I'm correct, am I thinking it's going to be something you're going to put between there and you can put things
it opens it up and it has Yes, you can do a candy dish. And it's so cute because it's got these cute little reindeers to pull it.
Oh, there's more to it. Okay, here.
Yeah,
Look
there's
at
more to
that.
it. There's more to it. You guys are
She's
getting
so...
a really good sneak peek of this. But yeah, it's got little
Yay!
reindeers on it too. So this
Oh, okay.
will be in the store December 1st. I mean,
Oh,
I'm
so
sorry,
Kim, she
November
just
1st.
placed an
No.
order. Yay!
Yay!
We
Thank you,
love hearing
Kim.
that.
Yeah. This will
Awesome.
be in the store November 1st.
Oh, and okay, somebody else is saying, here's another suggestion: gnomes, dragonflies, and butterfly. I think those are beautiful.
We do have some butterflies in the store. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I need to take a sip of water there.
Hey, you know, let's both go for it. Everybody have a little sip of whatever you have on hand right now.
Hydration break.
Hydration break. There you go.
We do have some butterflies in store already, but got my little notepad right here.
She's making her comments. She's going to go back and watch the replay and check out all the comments to see what you guys are suggesting. Suggest more.
But just to get started, oh yeah, definitely. I like to see what people like because I know what I like, but I want to know what everybody else likes.
And gnomes are like, I keep seeing gnomes everywhere. It's like for a while it was like cacti and llama, and right now like gnomes are hot. It's so
they
funny.
Really are. They're really cool. Are. And I did look at, they had some Christmas ones, and I did look at the Christmas ones as a design, and so you might see Christmas gnomes.
This is what I would love to see, and this is just me having fun, like a gnome, but in the gnome kit, like you get your gnome, you get a couple of gnomes, but then you would get like a little pumpkin, so you could turn it into a pumpkin gnome because you can color it however you want. Or you would get also like a little Christmas tree, so it'd be a tree gnome or a candy cane, so something the gnome could hold. That'd be kind of cute to change out a little heart, or it could be like a little Easter bunny. Therefore, it could go with every season. That's a card kit one right there.
Okay.
She's like, I'm writing it down.
Deanna, no, we don't have vintage cars or trucks, but that's an idea. Especially since we could use some more masculine pieces. The only boy in my house is my husband. And so I'm not sure. We do have angels, Wendy. The angels are in the store already.
Oh, here's a list. Here we go. Okay.
I see.
Horse, Western, Native American. That's cool. I love the Native American idea. That's really fun.
Pam, can you email me? Because I'd like to know what specifically you're talking about as far as Native American. I'd love to have some pieces like that in the store. So I really need an idea of what it is that you'd be looking for. So if you can email me, I'd appreciate that.
Sorry, sugar skulls. That'd be really cool. Like the whole Day of the Dead thing. Sorry, I'm going nuts. I'm like throwing all these ideas out there.
Oh no, but this is great. I love the ideas, and with these ideas too, it's stuff that I might not think about. Again, like I said, I know what I like, but what's needed. That's perfect, Deanna.
I think a lot of people make masculine cards and pages, and it is hard to find masculine things to go onto pages because the flowers tend to lead towards a little more feminine, and even the thing I'm making today, it's Christmas, but it's probably more on the feminine side. So yeah, masculines, it's a hard one. But she does have this is a really cool one that I think would fall into a masculine range.
Yeah, we've got some film strips, and also we did, and I try at least once, maybe twice a year to do specifically masculine kits. I think it was our June kit of this year is when we did the mid-form castings, the metals and all of that grungy kind of stuff. And that's when we used the black chipboard. You have one of those layouts, Erin, that I did with that.
Oh, okay. So let's look at, which one is it? It's
the one with the little boy on it.
that one.
That one, yes. That's was a cool one. That was one of our masculine kits. We had lots of metals in there, like steampunk stuff. I tried my best to make it as masculine as I could. And even though there's a butterfly on there, it's a metal butterfly and it's rusted. So I didn't think that made that overly feminine.
Yeah, and it truly, like I've got a couple of boys, and whenever I did scrapbook pages, it had a flower on it. So what? It was my page. I can do what I want. That's how I looked at it. Just want to show a couple other examples because this is another set of beautiful ones. Kim, you did both of these, and this is actually with the kit I have behind me, which you'll see as soon as I pull it off screen. But look how gorgeous those are. I love that. You look so pretty there.
Ah, thanks. And that's my cute little niece.
Aw, what's
She's
her
not
name?
so little anymore. That is Jalen, and Jalen is 16.
Yeah, not so little. I understand that. Yeah, my oldest he's like up to way past me, and he's 15 and deep voice and the whole thing. Sophomore in high school.
Yeah. So a lot of guys are asking about masculine stuff. We've got some chipboard gears on the site as well.
Well, do we want to show the page again so we can show some people what's on the site for your chipboard?
Sure.
All right. So let's go back to her page. And so we're going to go over to shop. And then you can go down. So you got scrapbook kits, card kits, mixed media kits. And just to show you, because this is something I looked at. So for instance, for scrapbook kits, I'm going to go down. And if there's leftovers from the kits, it looks like you have extras left over. So this is for 2020. Mm-hmm. And then you can click and you can see if there's anything left for the months that are out there. So like July, you can see, oh, okay, well, there's still something left for July. Awesome. So there is previous kits still available if you are interested. But for your chipboard, hey, come on, open. It doesn't like me.
Oh, no.
No, it's okay. I'll just refresh it for a second. Okay. Home, shop. There we go. Chipboard. All right. So you have this organized in terms of like backgrounds, borders. Oh, there's holidays. That's cute. So if I click on holidays, I can see all the different styles for holidays that you have right now. Oh, those are adorable. I love that.
Yeah. And then there's one that says seasonal that has like the fall looking stuff on it, but not necessarily a holiday. So.
Okay. So where's seasonal?
If you scroll down, because these are an outfit, it's probably on there it is.
There it is.
Like our little pumpkins are new.
Those are so pretty. I love that. Oh, and look at all the little mushrooms. See, you need a gnome to go with the mushroom. Oh, but look at all those beautiful ones. I love that for fall. And it's not just the shape. You've added stuff inside of there. That is really pretty.
Yeah, those are really delicate, but I really like them.
They are gorgeous.
Yeah. And you get the whole set. So, but yeah, if you go through the chipboard and you see a category, click on the category, or actually click on all of them, because in my mind, I might say it's one thing, but in your mind, you may see it as something else. So if you're looking for something specific, click through all the categories, unless it's actually graduation, you're not doing anything for graduation, but check out all the categories to see what's in there, because you may come across something in a different category that you were actually looking for.
You might have to expand your categories a little bit after a while.
Oh yeah, I'm working on expanding them. And then we've got another category up there too that's limited edition. There's always leftover mediums and things after I put kits together. So what I did was a mashup of some of those, and I put together, and it may be only one or two of those kits. If you're looking for like a bag of mediums, the flower, there were some bags of flowers, but
those are probably gone.
They're gone. Somebody in this chat named Melody, hey Melody, bought them all. But that's
Melody.
Okay. Yes.
I have like my drawer of flowers that I just love. It's like my happy place. I need to pull them out and use them more. I'm like, it's one of those things that if I see flowers, I have to buy them, but I don't tend to use them as often as I buy them is my problem.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's, our store for now. But like I said, everything is expanding. I'm looking at everything that you guys are saying. And from the looks of it, I really need to kick up the designs in the masculine form. And noted, you guys.
Got like impromptu market research right here in front of you. I love that. I love that. This is why I love lives. I think it's so much fun because you get to interact with everybody in front of you. And just to remind everybody, there is a giveaway. We're doing a giveaway live at the end of the show. It's for a gift card in the store, so you can go and get whatever you like. Whatever is striking your fancy. Pick a whole bunch of yummy chipboard, get some kits, put it all together. It's really fun. And all you need to do is leave a comment on what is your favorite item in the kit. I'm going to go with chipboard now that I've seen all of her awesome selections because they are so much fun. So make sure you leave a comment on here and let us know what a favorite item would be in the kit. And you never know, she might never have thought about this particular item in a kit, and then you might see it in upcoming kits. So
That's
love to
right.
hear your
Or on the
suggestions.
store in the upcoming kit, and you're like, hey, I suggested that.
There you go.
Yeah.
I always loved the other one I loved getting in kits, and I have an example of a version. I just threw it in my drawer right now just so I can,
Okay.
but it's like the little dots like this, like the
Oh,
glittery
yes.
gels and stuff. Because I can use them in so many ways. I can use them as like a texture paste. I can use them for just like extra accents. I always love those things because again, they also last forever.
This is my little container of leftover mediums from the kits. I like to throw them all in one piece. So if I'm going back, I know that I'm using something that's from a kit. So if I make a project and I post it, I can say, okay, this came from our mixed media kit. These are leftovers. And again, this just shows how you can build up your stash of mediums. So that's just a nice little. Oh, and I found this because somebody's going to ask. I found this cute little basket in the $5 spot at Target one day when I was walking in.
Oh, so some other suggestion, embossing folders would be great in a kit. Yep, she does have embossing folders. She's got two in this one kit for her card kit. So they do show up. And I love that suggestion because I also love products that are in kits that I can use more than once. I mean, I love disposable things like chipboards and stuff, but like embossing folders, yeah, like that goes in my tool supply, which I think is fantastic.
Yes.
Or that's why I think I like the little drops or things like that. So things that have some longevity, the mediums, like she just showed you, look at all those wonderful mediums.
Right. And we're starting, especially for the card kits too. Hi, Rita.
Sorry, my dog is jumping up and grabbing my son's hamburger. He left it out and he's like, mine.
Oh, no. Really starting to add like sentiment stamps in the card kits as well. Because I've always been terrible at putting titles on things, but I feel like with the cards, you want to have a sentiment, whether you want to stamp it inside or whether you want to like use the frame and then stamp this on another piece of paper and then cut it out and add it to your cards. But again, something reusable that you can keep using over and over again are stamps that we're starting to incorporate more of in the card kit, as well as dies. These are some of my favorites. We've had these in past kits. This little doily looking one.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty one. I love that.
And this.
And somebody was saying something about watercolor dots that you had in a kit. I don't. Okay, watercolor. Okay, you can buy little individual watercolors. Oh, that's probably what she's thinking. Like, so you just like the little nibs. Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking like dots, like you would stick on there. But no, I think you're right. Like even like a watercolor palette, that's kind of cool. So, but what were you showing us? Sorry, I totally interrupted you.
Oh, no, that's okay. This is the other die. This was in a past kit recently as well, too. So again, something reusable. So yeah, I'm adding more of those things into the card kits.
Awesome.
I was doing a lot of cardstock, but I know card makers are really specific about the cardstock that they like to use. So I pulled the cardstock and I'm adding more of the other things like the embossing folders, the die cuts, the stamps, those type of things. But watercolor.
It's nice having the pattern papers though. I mean, to me, this is great having like the kit. And like, look at this one. I had to go bananas over this. So I looked, this has got a bajillion different colors inside of it. Sorry, it's really crackly. I try not to do this, but just look at the yumminess of this. There's every color. I'm going to play with this today too, but just look how shiny and pretty. And there's a gold in here too. I don't know where it is, but it's just like, I love having things that like, I probably wouldn't go purchase this because I don't see it online like I would if I had it in person. It's got cool texture and it's shiny and pretty. So kits are awesome for introducing you to new products that you didn't know you needed.
Yes. And every now and then we go off the charts and we pick things that weren't made for scrapbooking, but can be used in scrapbooking or in mixed media. Unfortunately, like this October kit, our mixed media kit, it sold out before I could even get it revealed because it had such a unique project in it. And I want to show it to you, but it's not available and I don't want to tease anybody with it, but these are kind of some of the things that we like to do, find stuff. We did a kit too. I went scrounging at the flea market and we did a altered paintbrush, but with the altered
Oh,
paintbrush came like vintage keys
oh, nice.
and old vintage little small spoons. And I
Oh,
found all the
nice.
stuff at a flea market. So I scoured places to find things that I think would be interesting in the kit.
That's cool. I want to show a few more. These are some Christmas, and you can tell me what kit this one was from. This is from the one that I'm gonna play with today.
Exactly. That's from the kit that you've got there. I tried to include some from that kit.
That is such a
So,
beautiful card.
and Jeannie's on. Jeannie created that. Jeannie is one of our past design team members, and she's on with the live, and that's one of her creations, I
It is
believe.
so pretty. I
Wait,
love it.
it's either
Fussy cutting is not my thing, but it's such a gorgeous card. Here's another one.
there's another one from Jeannie.
And then
Yeah.
we got a couple more. Look at, she's all about the cards here. Gorgeous.
Yes.
And that's using the embossing folder that's in the kit too. I love how she put all the little gems on there. It's really pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gorgeous job. So
Okay,
do you want to do a little creating?
Sure. Okay, so just to tease, this is what I was talking about. We got this little mini lantern in the kit for this month.
But it's sold out.
It's sold out. It's sold out, and I was only able to get a limited number. But those are kind of some of the things, you know, every now and then you'll find that. We've got something different coming for November for the card kit. I've given you enough sneak peeks. You got to wait till Monday to see it all.
So how can somebody sign up? Can you sign up to do like a month-to-month subscription or 6 months, a year? Like, how does it work? Or do you just, once they go live, it's first come, first serve? Like, how does it work in your store to get the kits?
Initially, okay, all our subscribers, all of theirs are done. Whatever is left over goes into the store. Now you can purchase from the store. I have someone, she doesn't know which kit she wants month to month.
Oh.
So she'll come in, and each month I can almost guarantee that she's going to buy one of the 3 kits, or, you know, or a combination of whatever, depending on what she likes. So if you're that kind of person where you're not sure what you want, then there's always something in the store. The best way to know is to sign up for the newsletter, because that goes out at midnight. Like Monday morning is our reveal, and things don't go live till 10:30. But if you get our newsletter, that comes out at midnight. So you'll get the newsletter, you'll see the kits, and you'll know what's available, and you can go in and get it before those that just wait for the blog post to go live.
I got it.
So,
but can I also sign up to be, like, for instance, like I really wanted to make sure I don't miss on the mixed media kit for, and I'm guessing November is done, but for December. So can I sign up? Do I just do month to month, or do I sign up for a 6-month subscription, or
it goes
all the above?
month to month? You sign up, and it's an automatic payment schedule, and it comes out whatever day you sign up. So if you sign up today, because it's the end of the month, I'll get a notification, and I'll let you know, because you signed up so late, that you will get November's kit.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't want you to have to wait to the end of the month to get your kit. Do you understand?
So when do the kits ship out to everybody who's a member, or like to the subscribers?
When your automatic payment goes through, we have a lot that do theirs on like the 20th, the 21st, the 21st, the 22nd. And from the very beginning, I still have one member that was on an invoice. So I try to send the invoices by the 25th of the month, because I want kits to go out. I wanted you to either have it or at least be on its way to you by reveal. We don't reveal and then ship. Our subscribers, as long as I get their payments, you know, before the first of the month, then, like, if you signed up today for November, your kit would probably ship out today or tomorrow. And you would have it before November, or it would be
just
on
as long as they're still in stock
reveal.
And she hasn't sold out. There's no guarantee she doesn't sell out. So get in there and do it fast.
Right. There's no picture up right now. There is a pre-order sale up, but there is no picture up right now for the November kit. I'll give you a sneak hint. If you're interested in the scrapbook kit for November, we actually have US papers. They're new from 49 and Market, if you like 49 and Market.
Who doesn't? I mean, they're awesome papers. They have really
they're awesome
stuff.
papers, and they're an awesome company to work with. So I'll tell you, the papers are from 49 and Market, along with the embellishments and everything. Our cards, tags, and more kit. It's not a card. It's not a tag. Something a whole lot more fun. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. And then the mixed media kit, I gave you a sneak peek of. You've got the sled, and then you've got mediums to go with that.
That is so cool. So there's another kit I wanted to show because you sent me a picture of this. And can you tell me what, oh, it's all the way at my bottom here. Which one is this? Because this is cool.
Okay, that's going to, last year we did a limited edition. It's a Christmas ornament box and it's got ornaments inside of it. And so we did that last year as a limited edition kit and we sold a lot. So I said, I'll bring it back this year for Christmas. It's really neat because you get the box, you get to put the box together. Your ornaments are already cut out and they've got little holes for you to, you know, put a hook on or something to hang on. And then it's a storage box. So this was mine from last year.
And I was shocked. I was not expecting a box to be this large. Like, this is an amazing size box. I was picturing this. I was telling her, like, she showed this to me right before we live. I was picturing something to be like this big that they would stack. No. This is like a 12 by 12. It's huge.
It's a 12 by 12 box. And then you open it up and you've got your ornaments inside. You can store them here. So you're basically making some mixed media ornaments. And then they have their own storage box after the holiday.
That is so fun. I love that. And then, somebody's asking, would be paper. Oh, paper inside a kit. That's a good one. Yes. Oh, people are also commenting more about they want gnomes.
Yes, I saw the gnomes. They're on the list. They are on the list. I've got them right here. They're on the list. You can't see that, but gnomes are on the list. So I know that I've got to work on some gnomes. So yeah, that will be going up on the site on somewhere around the first week. So next week, we've got reveal on Monday. I don't want to mix the two because I don't want it to get buried.
Right.
Because we have another limited edition project. I had to move it, Erin. It was taking up too much space.
Oh, but we have a picture. Do you want to wait and reveal that at the end after we do our little creating, or do you want to reveal now?
I don't know. You guys want to see what else we have in store, or do you want to do some crafting and then we come back to that?
I don't know. Everybody says there's usually a little bit of a delay.
Yeah.
You decide. What do you want to do?
You know what? I have no self-control.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Here it is. This is the picture of it. This is so cool. And you created this too. So this is her own imagination and project. I love this concept. It's absolutely gorgeous. And tell us a little bit about it.
This is an advent calendar. It is huge. I'm telling you now, it is so big. It was taking up space on my desk. It's probably 20 inches wide. So it's big and it's pretty tall too. It's probably got to be at least a good 20 inches tall too. And you're going to get the advent calendar and you're going to get stuff to decorate the advent calendar. And just to give you an idea of how big it is, each drawer is large enough to hold the little airplane wine bottles. So I like to call it the
this is adult. Too big?
Yeah, that one's too big.
That's the little one, like this big. Okay.
The drawers are probably about
that big then, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, this is huge.
Yeah, I call it the adult advent calendar. You can put those in there for mom. And at the end of the day, mama needs to pull out her drawer or, you know, you can stuff it full of candy, bourbon, or whatever.
Vodka. This is totally a mom thing. This is not for the kids. They get their other ones. This is the mommy version.
And with the advent calendar too, you will get a password to the video because I am videoing, showing you how to put that together. And then I'm going to decorate it for you too, to give you I'm going to decorate mine to give you some ideas as well on how to decorate yours with things that are in the kit that come along with it.
Very cool. All right. So there's a couple of questions. Yes. One of them says, which kit is the sled in?
The sled is in the November mixed media kit. So there's no picture up yet. Right. It launches on the 1st. it was pre-sale in the store. I have to do that because I send a newsletter out to subscribers. They get to see pictures in the newsletter, but if they want to purchase something extra to go in their kit, I have to have something on the website for them to do it.
And is there, if you already are getting a subscription, if you're getting a kit every month, but you want to add a couple other things into your box, is there extra shipping, or is it all included into what you already purchased with your subscription?
If you want to get extra stuff with your subscription and you do it before I ship, no, everything gets shipped in your kit and it's all the price that you pay for your shipping. So if you want to add on extra kits, say you get the card kit and you got the email and you saw that you're like, oh, I like the mixed media kit. Say you wanted the sled as well too. You can go ahead and purchase that and it will get packed with your normal monthly kit. So no, there won't be any extra shipping. Deanna's asking, I think you're asking about the advent calendar because that one's so big and extra shipping. That one is going to be a little pricier. That one's going to be $70, and I'm going to have to charge the $12 shipping for that. Typically for the chipboard and stuff, it's only $5 shipping, but it's in a box like this big. It's a big box. Huge. So that one is got 70 a lot of pieces plus shipping. To it. It's got a lot of pieces to it. It takes
But that's a really cool project to put together. I mean, just think, and once you've assembled it, it's assembled, right? You can store it for next year and next year. It's not a one-time thing. You can pull that out every holiday and use it again. You could even tweak it to work for like Easter.
Yeah.
I think there should be like an advent and a countdown every month. There should be something fun that we get to open every day and enjoy.
Right. That one you can use over and over again. And the good thing about it too is the way it's made is each section, there's 4 sections of it. So you can put it together and then the roof sits on top. So there's 4 sections. You can choose to glue those sections to each other, or you can just choose to have them sit on top of each other if you know it's going to be in a secure place where no one's going to knock it over. So you can just sit it there, and then when you want it, it'll make it easier for storage is what I'm getting at afterwards.
So you need to make a new top that would be for like a different season so people could use it for different purposes. They just buy the new topper that goes on top of that.
Yes. Linda,
she's like, don't give away all my secrets. Shush, Erin, shush.
Yeah. Linda, no. You can cancel your subscription. I just asked for 30 days notice in advance because we pre-purchase things. So like I purchase in advance based on the number of subscriptions, and then I get a few extra. So if you know that you need to cancel, I just ask for as close to 30-day notice as I can possibly get. I understand that there are some times where, things happen and you can't do that. And that's on a case-by-case basis. But yeah, you can cancel.
Sorry,
I see a topper for Halloween. I see it, a topper for Halloween countdown.
Not alone.
You know what? I can look into that. Just making the top, or actually just taking that top and recutting what we put inside, because on the inside of it, it's got deers and it's got trees and everything. So I could kind of change that. I could look into that, and then you could just, buy it. If you buy the advent calendar, you can just buy another topper.
Right. Oh, here's another one. Yeah. You can make it like it's a calendar. You can keep track of birthdays, anniversaries. Yeah, like you can choose to do whatever you want with this particular thing. So it's a whole set of boxes. So if you don't want to do an advent calendar with it, go your own direction. That's the beauty of when you get to make it yourself.
Right.
Absolutely.
And the boxes are so big that you could put quite a few things in there too. Like if it's somebody's birthday, you can stuff it with little small trinkets for their birthday. On their birthday, they pull it open and there's trinkets in there.
Yeah. Very cool. All right. I think it's time to do some crafting, and then we'll get back. We'll continue chatting. We're not going away. So you're going to switch your camera. So I'm just going to give her a second to switch around because she's going to flip her camera and do some crafting. I'm going to be working with the card kit that you see back here. So here's the card kit. Are you ready?
I am.
She is ready. She's ready. There she goes. All right. We're going to switch like this so we have a little more room to groove on our tables. And so I'm going to be creating some little, there we go. My camera's got to go around. So what are you making today? Because we're making something a little different.
I've got a little canvas here, a little 3x5 canvas. And what I have are the papers from the August, I think this was the August card kit. And I'm just going to take a sheet of that. I've got another piece of chipboard from the store. I'm going to be using that. I've got a frame. This was from a mixed media kit that we had. We had a mold and some resin. So I have a leftover frame that I made that I'm going to use. And then I'm going to take some flowers and some mediums. And I'm going to go ahead and make a quick little canvas. I like to take my chipboard and I like to prep that first. So I'm going to use just some clear gesso to prep my chipboard. Sorry, my camera's in a new location, you guys. Sorry about that. I'm trying to figure it out. Do I need to zoom in some more for you guys?
I think we're good.
Okay.
That way we can see all the products you're working with. I think we're totally fine. So I am working with a couple of different things here. I'm working with that card kit. Do you remember what year that was from? I think it was
2020.
Yeah, it was last year. It was the November card kit. And so I have got a couple of different pieces here. So I'm using the Vintage Artistry Noel. I pulled out a couple of sheets of that. So that's that pretty paper right there. And I'm turning these into tags that you would put on your Christmas presents. And so it's going to have a to from on the back. So I pulled this paper here and then this one right here. So that's the two you see. And then some of that yummy glittery paper. And I pulled silver and gold. So we're going to make some to from pages. And right now I'm just putting some layers. So there was also some cardstock in that kit, some basil cardstock, and I love it. It's got this really pretty texture to it, so it's perfect for this. So that's my base. And now I'm just putting some little diagonal strips of some glitteriness on there.
Okay, so I'm going to take my canvas, and I love to rip paper, and that's what I'm going to be doing. For me, it's so therapeutic. So I'm going to just rip some of this paper.
Look at her. She's like, done. Now, do you ever find that like there's a direction to ripping? Like if you rip one way, it works. But then if you go the other way, like you could see the white or not see the white. I always screw that up. How do you remember which to do where?
I like to see the white. And so you have to rip towards you. So you rip, like you saw me go this way. So you rip towards you, you get the white. You rip away from you, and you end up with this end.
Oh, okay. So rip towards you to see the white. I always screw that up. I always have to do like a little corner and go, which way was it again? I always forget.
All right. This was some gloss gel medium that we got in a past kit. And I'm sorry, I don't remember which kit because it got thrown into the little basket.
The bag of extras.
Yes, I do that. But again, I know it was from a kit because it got tossed into the bag, into the basket. So I'm just going to take some of this gloss gel and I'm going to use it to adhere the paper to my canvas. Just like Erin said, you don't always have to have adhesive. You can use some of your mediums as adhesive. So I'm showing you another way to use the gloss gel as an adhesive.
And lo and behold, I forgot to get something. So I'm going to give you full screen while I go get the item I forgot.
No problem. And so just a little light coating of that. And of course, don't worry, your paper is going to curl a little bit because it's wet. And that's what wet paper does. It's not an issue. So we're going to do that. We're going to lay it down. And I like to use this. Remember I told you I like scouring flea markets to find stuff. I found this cute little iron, and it's perfect to hold stuff down on a page. If you're doing something and you see that it's lifting, this is absolutely perfect. So I use that a lot. So while that's there, I'm going to pull out a stencil. This one is from my stash, but I'm pretty sure we've had a stencil like this in the kit. And I'm going to go with some Crackle Paste from a kit. If you've never worked with Crackle Paste, the fun of this is you put it down and it looks just like modeling paste or a thicker gesso when you put it down, but as it dries, depending on how thick you put it in, you get these fine crackles the thicker you put it in, the deeper your crackles are going to be. So it just gives your project a lot more texture. And I'm just going to go in and I'm just going to randomly, but I want some down at the bottom because we don't have a lot of paper down at the bottom. But I'm just going to randomly just go through this.
I forgot to grab my ink. That was what I forgot to grab. I was like, shoot, I knew I forgot to get something before we started, but luckily it was not buried too far away. So I just inked her chipboard. So I just put a little bit of ink on there. You could totally leave it raw, but I wanted to make a little bit more of a contrast. And then I cut some leaves out of the same paper, which is the backing for the second tag I'm going to make. And so just cut some leaves and inked those. And then this one's almost ready to assemble. I also grabbed a couple of the little flowers that are from the kit. So now it's just putting it all together. Oh, look at that beautiful. I'm going to put you on big screen because that is so pretty. I'm going to show. Look how pretty that looks.
I've got a little crackle left on my stick here on my so I'm just going to add some to the corners and I'm going to put it on a little thicker so it'll crackle.
Now, do you heat gun that or do you let it air dry?
You let it start to air dry, and once it starts drying, then you can go in with your heat gun. Once you start to see some crackles form, you know it's starting to dry, and then you can use the heat gun, and that'll speed up the process, and you'll see more of your crackles form. And depending on how thick it is, it may take a little bit longer, even with the heat gun, for it to dry completely in the thicker spots, but that's fine. So I'm going to set that aside. We're going to go back to the chipboard. And I'm going to color the chipboard. What color do I want to do our chipboard? Let's go with some green. How's that? And I've got some Nouveau Sparkle Spray. And the color is Apple Spritzer. And of course, from a past kit. And when I'm using chipboard, I like to use a paintbrush to apply the color. Don't worry about the white dust. It'll clean up. I forgot to put my mat down. And so I take my tray and I'll pour a little into my tray.
So I'm kind of mimicking the same thing I did before. I cut out a couple of leaves. I think I made this one way too big. This one's just out of the white paper. So I'm going to trim this down to be a little smaller. And
very cute.
Ink the edges. And then this piece, this other key, I just took a little bit of some white paint already. This is just a parchment white multi-surface with just, a little bit of a stipple brush or your stencil brush, and then just tapped it on like this. And then I let it dry. So that way it wouldn't have a problem in terms of drying before we got started. And it would smear everywhere. That happens. But, when it's shabby chic, it doesn't matter. You just kind of have fun with it.
You do. And so I do a light coat. And the reason, if you can see, the reason I put the clear gesso on the chipboard is because, this is a porous surface, so it will absorb the liquids. But if I put the clear gesso on there, now you see it doesn't absorb it. And I get that bright, vibrant color versus it soaking into the wood and it being a little muted.
See, look, I just ripped my paper and I'm like, whatever. It goes with the vibe.
That's okay. I love ripped paper. Especially if you're having a bad day, you feel like you can tear something up.
That's what I did with the scissors. Like I go in with my scissors and I just open up and I give it like a really rough edge. And it just something about that, and apparently I was a little rough because I just ripped my paper, but it's going to look really cool with this particular project. So doesn't batter me at all.
Okay, so now we're done with that chipboard piece. And it won't take long for this to dry. So we'll set that aside. And I'm going to come back to this. I don't want to blow your ears out, but I am going to hit the chipboard with a little bit of the heat gun just to get that to dry. This doesn't dry completely on the canvas. That's fine because you're not going to see a lot of it anyway.
That's not crazy loud. You were fine. Totally fine. Now I got to figure out what's top and bottom to this paper. Crud. Well, it doesn't matter. It does not matter.
Okay, that's dry enough for us to go ahead and use. And like I said, I'm really not going to worry about the crackle in this. This is more so just about you being able to see the stenciling on the bottom. The crackle isn't the big detail that I'm looking for in this, but I do love using it. All right.
Kim's staying over here. She's like, you're making me break out in hives about ripping paper. Aww.
Oh, Kim, you got to try it. You've got to try it.
But I totally get it. Some people love a really kind of clean and neat and very linear. And, you know, if there's a smudge on it. And I think there's different kinds of art that's out there. And there's no wrong way to do it. So if it's something that's just not up your jam and it's just not something that works for you, then that's totally fine. I mean, go with what you love. Don't force yourself to do something I don't think that you're really into, but you don't know until you try it. That's the other side of it too.
Exactly. I agree. And that's actually one of the things that I like about our kits, that everybody's going to get a kit, but not every project. We can use the exact same papers, the exact same embellishments, but no one's project is going to look the same. I mean, I don't mind. I've purchased kits where they send you instructions to recreate the exact layout. But I mean, I've really got to love a layout. I like that I can get a kit, I can open it up, I can go through my pictures, and I can push myself to create something. But again, some people, it, like you said, it's just not their jam. And I get that. All right, so I'm going to take this frame, and there's a little bit of gold wax on the frame already. I guess I was going to use it for something else and didn't, but it still works out for this layout. I don't have any, this project, I don't have anything in the center because I'm going to cover that. So I'm going to go ahead and place my frame where I want it. And I want it popped up a little bit. So I've got these little tabs here that I absolutely love that my husband picks up for me. And you know what? Here's the other thing. You don't have to have expensive stuff either. These tabs, he buys me when he goes to the dollar store. And they work just as good as anything I could have ordered from any scrapbook place online.
Sorry, guys, I'm flipping around with all the screens. There you go. I'm done. So I'm just going to leave my little pieces right here so you guys can see and let Tim have all the... Oh, no, you keep going. There's nothing. Go for it. Have fun. I'm enjoying watching you.
I'll be done shortly. It's not going to take long. We're going to add some flowers to this. Everybody's favorite flowers. So we're going to add some more flowers to this.
Okay, so I really have to kind of get on a little bit of a soapbox here for a minute.
Okay.
Don't ever compare your projects to somebody else's. Everybody's art is completely their thing. And when we start kind of comparing, and I'm not trying to pick on you, Ken, that's not the point of this. It's just like, you know, I think we get in our head, we want it to look like somebody else's project. And if it doesn't look identical, we're like, oh, then that's not right. Well, maybe yours is like, they're all unique and they're all wonderful. And you put your heart and love into it. And as long as you are enjoying the process, I think that is what matters. There's no mine's better than yours stuff. Sorry, my little soapbox today.
But then the other thing too is, remember, those that you're looking at that you love so much, they started the same place that you did. We all started in the same place. This was new to all of us. We were all beginners. And
she saw some of my early stuff and it was awful.
Oh my God, if I showed you some of my early stuff, I'm embarrassed to look at it. Like, oh my God, I was cutting pictures into shapes. I took, and these were originals too. I had the pictures from when we went dress shopping for my wedding dress. And there was this one particular dress that I had on, and they took a picture from the back where you could see the long train. And there were two pictures. I cut that picture around the dress. And then because part of the train was cut off, I cut the train off the other picture and tried to attach it. I'm just putting some tabs on here, and I folded this one in half to give it some extra dimension instead of using two. That's the other thing too. Work your products. So I didn't need two big pieces. So I just took one and I folded it in half.
Are those the foam tabs?
Yeah, those are the foam tabs. And
I've seen people use cardboard and cut pieces of cardboard to level up and give dimension too.
Yeah, I've seen them do that. That's amazing. I've seen them do that too. All right.
Oh, what is that? That's a little twilly thing. That's really cute. Yeah,
it came in the package of flowers. In one of these packs. It came in the green pack of flowers.
Very pretty.
And I love these things. They're so cute. I'm one of those people too that I'll lay out a bunch of different pieces and I'll pick through the pieces. So I may have 50 pieces here, but only 5 end up on the project.
Yeah.
Because I pick through.
Yes. Totally understand that. And those are really cool. It really adds that dimension to what you're doing. I kept mine very, very simple for today because I didn't want to make it overly done, but I love your project. It is so pretty. Look at those twills really make a difference. See, I'm not the only cardboard person. Yay, Peggy.
Oh, yeah. No.
I think it's a great way to add dimension. Oh, look how gorgeous that is. That is absolutely pretty.
So now I could stop here, but in my mind, I wanted to take this butterfly and put him right on top. What do you guys think?
Oh, yeah. Well,
but
then
it kind of hides the frame, but it kind of hides the frame, but you can still see the frame. But we're gonna leave it off.
What about over on the right side and angled? Yeah, there, but kind of tucked in a little bit. I don't know. I'm just screwing around. I do that. Like I'll take my piece and go, I really want to use it, and I'll play around with where I want to. And sometimes I'm like, even though that was my starting point to where I went with, like I wanted to use it, I got it prepped, got everything organized. It just didn't make it in the final cut.
And you know what? It's not going to make this final cut because I'm perfectly fine with this. I do have some space under here that if I wanted to go in and slide something under there, or if I find something else that I want to add on top of the frame that's not going to completely cover the frame, maybe I could find a smaller butterfly. I do have some smaller butterflies here.
I forgot I was going to do something on my card. I got so involved. I got to watching you and totally forgot to do me.
Oh, no.
One of the other cards, it has these little sentiments on here, and I was just going to cut one out and place this on here, and I totally forgot to do that until I look over and you're like, we have some stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, I have more stuff on my side too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, so oh my gosh, this is the fun part about doing this, and I've just started doing this lately, and I advise everyone, if you've got a stash, I was always trying to stick to what was in the kit, but a lot of people have a stash too. So I'm going back into older stuff and trying to incorporate that with the kit too, to give people an idea how to use the old with the new. And so what I'm going to do is I have this really, and it's going to be very hard to see, but this really delicate
it's like transparent.
Butterfly. It is. It's transparent.
That's pretty.
But it might be too transparent for this because you really can't even see it. It's too transparent for that. All right, that one's out. Grab another one. It's all about trial and error, you guys.
It is. It is. It totally is.
And that's the excuse that you can give to significant others when they ask, why do you need more? Because that didn't work. And so I'm trying this.
All right. So here's the other thing. And I had this thing for the longest time. And this is going back to my Swirly Do kit time, right? So I would get these wonderful products in the mail and I would play with them. And paper, I was like, okay, well, I can deal with if I screw up a piece of paper, if I rip it, if I tear it, if I do something stupid with it. But when it came to like the flowers, I think I loved them so much I was afraid to use them. Does anybody else have that problem? Like and I got paper stuck to me. Does anybody else have that issue where like they get it, they think it's so cool, and they almost hoard it in their stash because they only want to use it for that perfect project. And then you're afraid to use it because you're like, oh, but I'm going to ruin it. I'm going to make it, I'm going to mess it up somehow or whatever. I had that. I got over that real fast, but I used to have that, I will say. And
yes.
Anybody else have that same issue as me? I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I do. But I think mine is more so with paper though. And when I get pretty paper, it's like, oh, do I really want it? I don't want to use this. I want to save it for the perfect project. And so now I've got 50 million pieces of paper waiting for the perfect project.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I hear that.
Let's see. What do you guys think about that one?
Oh, yeah. Now I can really see that frame.
Yeah, that looks like a good one.
See, and that's the thing is like you didn't, unless you kept that particular butterfly in your stash and didn't use it, you would have been like, oh.
Right. So we're going to add our little butterfly. And I'm going to bend the wings up a little bit to give it some dimension. And let's see how are we done to adhere this with it bent.
There we go. I forgot to add my Merry Christmas and It's a Wonderful Life to my tags. I'm done now. I'm officially done now.
All right. And I will be done momentarily.
See, I'm glad I just like waited because then you were doing your thing. So it worked.
There we go. Okay, and
pretty.
we are now done.
Yay, I love it.
And there's our little project.
And then these were all pieces that were from mixed pieces of kits. This wasn't one kit in particular. Is that correct?
That's correct. It was the paper is from a card kit. The mediums that I used, the gloss gel and the Crackle Paste, were from another kit. The frame was from another kit. I think the flowers were from a different kit. The only thing that actually wasn't in the kit was the piece of chipboard, but that piece of chipboard is in the store. I had to use it. It's one of my favorite pieces, and I think it fits this perfectly.
Awesome.
So that's it. That's our project.
That is a really, really sweet project. I love that. So you guys are seeing me messing around with my camera. So just to show you guys, here is mine up close and personal. These are my two little pieces. So I'm on the back. All I'm going to do is I'm going to put like a little two from. I just want to wait for everything to dry first so I don't smudge it and smash it. Or I might do it on a different sheet of paper and then come in. But they're just little sweet tags. And this is all using one kit. And it is from the November 2020 card kit. And I believe there's still a few of those left. And I put the papers down here. So they've got the really sweet paper. So it's got the glittery papers, which you can see here. And I didn't even use everything. It's got all the gorgeous papers that were in this. I used quite a few of them. I did use a little bit of both these flowers and I put them back up on the wall and then didn't even use the stamps. So that's there, the embossing folders, the gems, and then the white cardstock, which I used as the base. And then I use her gorgeous chipboard and it's those keys, which are just fabulous. So let's take a look at yours up close. Look at that. Look how pretty.
And here we have it.
I love it.
That's it.
So one last chance. That is so cool. Yes. So don't forget, leave a comment of your favorite kit. We're going to pick a winner very shortly. So I already have put a few names down. And I'm going to randomly select them here very shortly. So don't forget to leave a comment about what would you, now that you've seen some of the items that could potentially be in kits that we've played with, what is some of your favorite items in a kit? And also don't forget to leave a comment, or don't forget there's 20% off with code TJK20 and it's 20% off the entire store order. Free shipping is also over $75 and it's through the end of November. And we are also going to be picking a winner after on the replay. So go ahead and leave a comment on all the places we are streaming, Facebook, YouTube, for both Tre Jolie Kits and Erin Reed Makes for your chance, because we are going to announce the winner for the replay for another gift card. And that is going to be announced on Instagram and Facebook on November 5th, 2021. So leave your comment because we have two separate winners. So is there any fun stuff going on and happening in the near future? Is there any fun things that you want to announce?
But I want to tell Danielle, I'm just like you. I have tons of flowers and I used to hate to use them because I always thought, you know, I'm going to use them up. But that's the whole point of it. Use your products, ladies. Please use your products. We look at these projects and we talk about how beautiful these projects are. And you're like, I'll never be able to create that. No, you won't if you don't use your products. Mm-hmm. And that's what I had to learn too. I see these beautiful projects with all these flowers and trust me, I have tons of flowers. I have to use your products, enjoy the process. That's one of the biggest things about this. This started as a hobby it started as therapy for me. I got into scrapbooking right after my mom died. And we had all these pictures and I had a friend that did creative memories. And I was like, I want to do something with them. And she took me to Michael's. We bought some stuff and I started, and it started out, it was so very therapeutic going through the pictures and the memories and things. And my husband would leave for work when he worked the afternoon shift. He would leave at 4 o'clock and I'd be sitting at the dining room table, because that's where it all starts, ladies, in the dining room table till you take over a room.
Yep.
He would leave.
And you're like, oh, this table's not big enough. I don't feel like packing it up every day. And then you move to a place where you don't have to pack it up every day.
So he would leave at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And when he would come home at 1 o'clock, I was still at the table scrapbooking. Wow. So that's where this all came from. And that was 20 years ago.
So I have almost identical story, but it was my daughter. So I had all of her pictures after she passed, and that's what I did with her pictures with all of the Swirly Do kits. It was my way to remember her, and like going through and doing the art and creating these beautiful layouts, kind of, and remembering her again. Kitchen, like same thing. But I would be up until like really late in the evening doing that, and it is very, very therapeutic. So
It is.
I love how we have a very similar story about that. That's kind of cool.
And then, there are some times too when I'm just kind of moody. And my husband's like, you haven't been in your craft room in a while. Why don't you go scrapbook? It just, you spend time with yourself and you spend time with your thoughts and you work things out. Like I said, rip that paper if you have to.
Yeah.
Rip the paper. Turn those not so pretty things into pretty things. Wendy, you asked what my favorite.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Wendy asked what my favorite product is in a kit. I'm a flowers and chipboard girl, but I do like when I can find them resin pieces. And you talked about hoarding stuff. Remember when Prima had all those resin pieces and the metal pieces? I have a stash of them. I have a stash of them. So, but yeah, use that. And yeah, you asked about new and exciting things. We do have some other stuff coming up. Like I said, we've got the 2 holiday kits that are going to be separate from our kits that are revealing on the 1st. And again, I'm going to be adding some new chipboard to some of the holiday chipboard. We're going to be having a design team call. That will be put
tell us
out.
all about that. How can somebody apply? How many people are you looking for? Like, give us all the nitty gritty. Like, what's going on with that?
Okay, so we're going to have a design team call, and we're looking for people that like to do small projects, that would like to work with the cards, tags, and more kit. A scrapbooker, a mixed media person, any of those 3 categories you can apply for, or all 3 of those categories. And I'm going to take the best from either category. And then you also have to like to design with the chipboard too. I'm going back and forth to see if I want someone that just does chipboard, or if I just want to incorporate the chipboard with the other kit. But you always get chipboard either way. It doesn't matter. When I cut new designs, I always send that to the design team anyway. So they'll have, chipboard that they can use on their projects and say, okay, this is a new piece in the store. So either way, but definitely somebody that works with one of those 3 kits. Depending on the kit that you have, 2 to 3 projects a month. You always get your kits a month in advance. So like today, I'll do some shipping out. I'll be shipping the design team their December kits already. They've had their November kits since October 1st. So there's no last minute stuff. You're not rushing to try and get your projects done. We would prefer someone that does videos. So you can
are you looking for people video, Instagram, blogs,
someone that does videos. And if you do video, I'm only asking for 1 a month. I know how hard it is to do videos. I'm not asking for all your projects to be video projects, but if you do videos, at least 1 video a month with that as well. Right now, because of the shipping backlogs and everything and the time it takes to ship, I'm only looking for US. And it's because
your store does ship internationally, right?
Yes, we do ship internationally. If you want something international, you can just email me what you're looking for, and I can give you a quote on shipping before you have to go through the whole store and everything else. I can give you a quote. You can either email me or message me from Facebook. For the most part, I always have my phone with me, so I'll get the message. Except for today, I left it in another room because we were doing this specifically.
Mine went off. I was stupid and left mine nearby. So.
Oh, mine went off too. I got the notification on the computer. So the 2 to 3 projects a month that you'll post on the blog, you'll do your own blog posting. I do the social media. I don't want you to have to worry about doing the blog and the social media. I do the social media. You post your projects on the blog, interact on our Facebook group, our Facebook cafe. And
because it's like one thing I found about kits is that it's like a community, because we're all getting the same stuff, is that you kind of talk about like just all the fun stuff about having the same things. And then this is what I did. So Do you also encourage your subscribers, those that get the kit, to post their projects on somewhere? Do you have a place for them
Yes,
to
we do have
post
our
their ideas?
cafe. Yeah, we have our group. It's the Tre Jolie Kit Club Cafe, which is on Facebook too. That's a group. All you do, apply to join, and I'll approve it right away. Um, we post all our projects there too, and we post the monthly challenge there, like I said, which is a mood board, and that's one of your projects. You can incorporate the mood board with, you know, one of your projects for the month for inspiration for people to join. And for that challenge, it's open to everyone. So you crafters out there, even if you don't have a kit, you can still join the challenge. It's open to everyone. You can win a gift card to the store. It's just that we ask that you don't promote another kit club.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
That's all we ask. And again, with our design team, every now and then too, I include extras. If I'm ordering stuff and I see cute little things, you know, I'll put that into the box for my designers as well too. Just cute little extras to say thank you. I appreciate what you do. We have a design team Facebook page that's just for the designers. So any updates, I'm always chatting there. I'm available by messenger. I even get text messages from the designers. So I am available at your disposal if you have any questions. And if you're new, you know, we kind of walk you through this. And if you've never been on a design team before, please apply anyway, because everybody has got to start somewhere. Nobody started crafting on a design team. So if you've ever wanted to try out, please try out. But again, know it's a process. And if you don't make it this time, you might make it next time. Don't take anything personally. I've got tons of rejections, and I got a few acceptances too.
Yeah, I think I've had way more no's than yeses.
Me too.
I applied. You know, it's just what it is. And sometimes it was just not the right fit at the right time. And
exactly,
you know, things work out for a reason. But you know, there's no harm in trying. And for both of us, like we both started with one particular kit club. We got, you know, encouragement to put our stuff out there, and we have both gone in a very almost weirdly in a very similar path from where we started. It's kind of creepy. Following me. I'm following you.
Put yourselves out there. Don't be afraid, and don't think that your stuff is not good enough. Never, ever, ever think that your stuff is not good enough.
Oh, here's a question. Do you have to have one of the kits to apply?
No, you don't. I just want, when I do the design team, I just want to see your best work for whatever category you're applying for. So if you're doing cards, then show me your best work with your cards if that's what you want to apply for, or your small projects, your cards, your ATCs, your tags, mini albums, things like that. So you don't have to have the kit to apply. If you're doing the scrapbook, if you're applying for the scrapbook, give me your best layouts. Mixed media, give me your best products. I want you to be able to take really good pictures. That's important.
Yeah, pictures. And that's for any design team there, or anything. If you're going to put it out there, just have good quality lighting and good pictures. That's a must for everybody.
Yes, that is a must. You see my lights here. I've got all kinds of, if you could see the behind scenes, Erin and I were talking about that. If you can see the the behind the scenes hookups that people have when they're videoing and taking pictures just to make things work. It's crazy.
And don't forget to secure your products, because she was telling me about an accident where it fell on her nose. Oh, I felt so that just cringes.
My tripod fell over. I wasn't looking. It fell over. It hit me in the face. It broke my nose.
Ooh,
so
secure your equipment.
Is secure. You know, just like we have little spills with our mists and things, and we have to make sure the lids are on there. Make sure your equipment is secure as well. Safety first. But yeah, so the design team call, you can look for it on all of our social media. It'll be put out there. I'm probably going to put it up around sometime after Thanksgiving. The call will go out, and please, 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 please follow the directions. That is very important. Very, very important. Follow the directions of what's put out there.
And if you are interested, sign up for the newsletter. It's on her website. Just scroll all the way to the bottom, and you're probably going to be announcing it in the newsletter at some point too,
yes,
right?
It will go out in the newsletter as well. And then the other thing, sign up for the newsletter too, because we are going to have a Black Friday sale. We're going to have 1 hour of a really big discount, and then it's going to go down after that, and it's going to plateau at one discount. So we're going to have one really big.
There's a discount right now. Don't forget.
There's a discount right now, but the Black Friday sale, you won't be able to use this code for the Black Friday sale. But like I
And
said,
things are going to sell out fast. So if you see something that you really love right now, it may not be available by the time you get to Black Friday. So just as a heads up. So if you're
yeah,
like, I
there's
really
going to
love
be,
that kit or you really love that whatever, I would suggest don't wait before it goes away.
right. Like I said, there's going to be 1 hour of a really big discount. And then it'll trickle down and then plateau throughout the weekend. It'll probably go through past Cyber Monday for the sale. Once it plateaus, I may even leave it to the end of the year so I can hopefully get rid of some inventory. So when we have to do inventory, it won't be as much.
Good Christmas sale products coming soon. There you go.
That's right. The other thing too is we have gift cards too. So if you can add that to your Christmas list if people are looking to get you things, especially now with small businesses, the way things are. I've done my share of shopping at Amazon. Now it's time for me to support small businesses. And I do, with some of the products that we put in kits come from other small businesses. So I do that, but the holidays, let's support some of the small businesses as well too. So you can put a gift card.
And you're also supporting, other artists that,
Yes.
AB Studios, like it's not just a small business, but it's the artists that helped create the papers and did all that kind of stuff. So I think that's super important.
Yeah. We've been doing what we can. And fortunately or unfortunately, we've been inside. So people have been doing more hobbies and things inside the house. So put a gift card down there that you want a gift card for a subscription, or you want a gift card just so you can shop in the store.
I think a subscription gift card is awesome. Or just like signing, like if your significant other's like, I don't know what to get you, like, get me a subscription.
Yeah.
It's the ongoing love that you get throughout the year, not just once.
Jen, we didn't do mystery boxes or mystery kits, but what I did do, and I'm not sure if you heard this, when I'm ordering product, there's always extra inventory left over. So what I did was I put together some limited edition kits. So if you go to the website and you go under shop and you'll see a one that says limited edition, there's a couple of kits that are there that are kind of a mashup or mystery of products, but they're all in there. It tells you what's in there, so you know what's in there.
So right here.
Yes.
So there's one left.
No. Click on that.
Oh, click on it. There's more. Okay.
Click on there, and there's more.
There we go. So there's a few in here. So
right.
You can see some other. I got it. There we go.
Right. So you can see
that's a
what's
cool
in
kit.
There.
Ooh, yummy. Look at all that goodness. These are the pieces that you like, the mechanicals that you hoard, don't they? Aren't they?
They are. They are.
I know her vice now.
And actually, that kit that you're on right now is kind of good for a masculine kit. It's got the metal wings in there and some of the nuts and bolts in there. And it's got some darker colors in there. So kind of a grungy kind of masculine kit.
Awesome. So don't forget, all the links to Tre Jolie are down below. You can see her YouTube, her Instagram, her store, and also her Facebook. So that way you can go to all of those different sites, follow, subscribe, hit the newsletter. Awesome. Thank you, Jen, for signing up for the newsletter. Yay!
Thanks, Jen.
And we have a winner to be announced. So just as a heads up, if you're watching on the replay, we do have a winner that's going to be announced on Friday. So here we go. The answer, Friday, November 5th, and it's going to be announced on Instagram and Facebook on Tre Jolie. So make sure you head over there, leave a comment on all of the 4 places we are streaming right now, which are YouTube and Facebook for Tre Jolie and also Erin Reed Makes. So, and then just to remind you guys again, the question was, what would be your favorite item in a kit? And I think across the board, we have lots of different answers. So love to hear what your suggestions. But today, who is our winner? We have a drum roll.
I agree with you, Linda. It's not hoarding. We are creative art collectors.
That's a good way to put it. I like that.
That's a good way to put it.
And our winner today is Linda Ellington. Was she the one who just said that?
Linda, yes.
You
Congratulations,
totally,
Linda.
My mind if it was the winner. That's funny.
Email me, Linda, so I can get your email address and your gift card. It's an e-card, so it'll be sent directly to you from us. So if you don't see it in your regular email, make sure you check your spam. By the end of the day, you'll have your gift card in your. So congratulations. I'm looking forward to seeing what you order with it.
I love it. And is there any way that if somebody does create something or if they like, is there a special tag or a hashtag that you guys use on any of the social medias?
For social media, you can just use the hashtag Tre Jolie Kit Club is pretty much what we use. And I'll be able to find it that way.
Awesome. Well, I want to say thank you so much for being on the show. It was such a delight to have you. And, you know, I love all of your products and your chipboard. I think that is totally amazing that you are creating your own products. And I think that is just so cool. And then now you get to put them in your kits, and your kits are fabulous. They're absolutely, I think the best way to describe it is they're yummy, you know, like you just kind of paw over every little item inside those kits. So if you ever interested in getting a subscription kit and you love like the flowers and the chipboard and all the fun mixed media stuff, this is a great kit to get started. So check it out. Link is down below, and there's a 20% off coupon. Don't forget, off your order. So there you go. Check it out.
Erin, can you pull up the email again for Linda? I think she
sure,
missed it.
Sure.
Yeah,
Easy enough.
There you go, Linda.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take a screenshot.
There you go.
So
Pam, you're absolutely right. Pam, people always love what you create. You don't have to worry about supply chains or gas prices when you create it. And that's a big thing right now. Supply chains, getting things in, it's huge right now. So again, that's another reason, if you get your kit, and fortunately we've been lucky with kits, and I don't want to jinx anything, but it's all about
knock on wood somewhere.
I did. I don't know if you've ever knocking on the desk. But use what you have. Again, put your old with your new. If you're getting a kit, grab some of the stuff from your stash. I had to remind myself to do that too. I've got all the stuff here. It's right in front of me. Grab the stuff. I may have, like I said, 50 pieces on the desk, and I pick through them until I find what's the right one. And then I'll put the rest up for the next time. Or I keep all these little containers on my desk that are full of pieces that I can reach for.
And kind of grab you tend to use what you see. That's the other thing. If it's hidden away in a drawer, you tend not to use it. So it's kind of handy having just little bits and pieces kind of at a really quick grab, because you're like, oh, I'll use that. That looks great. Oh, I'll use that. That looks great. Right.
And I can't remember who it was who was hoarding flowers. Use those flowers, girl.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, if you have any further questions for Kim about Tre Jolie Kits or her chipboard, you can message her. Email is down below. You can email her. You can also message her through, leave a comment on any of these channels. I think she's going to go back and take a look at that. So if you have suggestions for chipboard pieces, I think we had lots of wonderful suggestions being mentioned.
Did.
And I just want to say, thank you so much for being on the show. It's been an absolute delight. You were wonderful.
Thank you for having me, Erin. It's been fun talking to you and interacting with everyone. I appreciate you having us on the show.
And thank you, everybody who has come to watch the show and left comments and interacted with us. These shows are nothing without all of you viewers coming and watching and interacting with us. It makes everything just so much more fun. And I think it's great that we have this little crafting community, big crafting community, and we all get a chance to kind of be part of it together, even though we're all so far apart. Because you're in Chicago and I'm in Austin, and we can do this together, which I think is so much fun.
It is. And thank you, everyone, for coming out. I appreciate it. It was nice chatting. I've got some of your suggestions. And again, you can always email me. If you've got any other questions, you can use the email. You can message me on Facebook, through Instagram. So hopefully everybody's going to have a wonderful crafty weekend. I know Halloween's coming up. Get out there, get those pictures, and get those pictures into some projects.
Absolutely. Memory keep. Get those memories out there, because they go poof real fast in a phone because you just forget about them. All right. You guys have an amazing day, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.